Let's say, all right, we'll do it.
Hey, Robert, Greg was talking last night about the security on this thing, where you've got people with cell phone cameras walking around, on the set, kind of taking pictures of the cars and things like that. How do you keep the details and the pictures and those kind of things under wraps? Because I'm sure a lot of people want to know about this, and for each of you, I'm sure people will ask you, like, what's the shot? Where did he, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's hard to, because people sometimes innocently will take something for later, and then it shows up somewhere because it was off a cell phone that you never even saw. And it's not that bad. I mean, you want the word to get out. So snuck things like that are actually kind of cool, because you're kind of looking, going, what the hell is that? You don't know what it is. Out of context, it's not what it is. But ideally, you're not going to really recognize any of that when you see it in the movie. No. It's shot completely different.
And none of that, anything that
some of those were just tests.
It was kind of
suit tests.
Yeah.
Last night we saw a lot of concept art and all the creatures that you guys created for Predators. Mm-hmm. How much did you create so much, or did you include so much in the film that this will feel maybe like a Predator Pandora this world? And also, did we see some lady predators up on the slides?
I don't remember. I mean, there was I think some were just really sleek and and they were.
Predator Pandora.
Yeah. No, those. What the idea was, I might have mentioned at the beginning, and I probably didn't mention it enough. Was I was trying to show. I was going to try to pick some art that we could talk about, and I forgot just how much art we had cranked out. Most of it was there by my three guys that work in my Troublemaker Digital, just churning out the stuff to see it. Because I said, well, let's see a lot of ideas so we can really pick the best design and create maybe this jawbone with that body set and this body
and just inspiring
conversation. And so as I looked, we just had so much great stuff. I just said, well, let's just put it all up so people can see how difficult it can be to go through that process, because you're like, oh, that's great, let's use him, and then 50 more flash on, and you're like, wait, you can't hardly tell. There's a little bit something different here. I guess I like that one more, and there's a lot of decisions you have to make as far as finding the right combination. And probably what we ended up with is some of those drawings, combinations of the drawings in there, but you'll have to wait to the movie to see what we actually used from what, and it even changes more when you get to the sculpture stage, and you play with the idea some more. So some of that stuff isn't even final designs, it was early designs.
Who worked on the creature effects?
K&B. And they've gotten some of the original, they worked originally on Predator 1 for some of the reshoots. They were in LA, so Greg Nicotero had a lot of photographs of the original head, recreated the original Predator, and then knew how to do a lot of Stan Winston type mechanics for the new ones, and so it was great. I had people that had actually worked on the first one working on this, and getting the stories and seeing the pictures. Prop guy
as well.
Yeah, Tommy Tomlinson.
Yeah. What was the other movie? Our prop guy shows up. I'd never worked with this guy before.
Yeah, though Tommy was on the floor for the entire shoot.
Die Hard.
My knife was hand done by the
Jack Crane, the gentleman who made the original machete, was the same gentleman who.
Schwarzenegger machete.
Is there something you didn't like from the original movie that you changed?
That I didn't like about the original movie?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I mean,
the first Predator was kind of more of a personal, stray, first blood type of affair, and a lot of action movies in recent years have been very much getting into the sort of spirit of camp and making jokes and getting as many one-liners as you can. Are you going more for like a sort of straight, gritty action movie, or do you get in a lot of good jokes and a lot of the ensemble cast playing off of each other?
I think we hit a balance. I mean, clearly we wanted to concentrate on what the original film had brought and given, and I think that was the direction we were thinking of. But that said, there's some hilarious moments in the film. Really funny stuff. I mean, one of our actors, Walton Goggins, I think was just a blessing to have, because we would have stuff written, but we'd also improvise stuff, and it's just. I can't do it justice by telling you guys. You'll have to see. But there's about 3 or 4 beats in the movie you'll be laughing.
Yeah, it's great. When you have a cast like that, but also the characters themselves where they don't know each other. So the dynamics, they're from such different worlds that when they mix together, they can They clash, yeah, they do, and some of the
That's funny.
we wanted the humor to come naturally from the characters in the story rather than us putting jokes in. It feels very real and improvised, and maybe sometimes they were. Some of the best ones were probably improvised.
Yeah.
Like we say, we need to get this idea across. Let's try it in 3 different scenes, and then we'll cut the 2 that aren't the funniest out. That don't give the levity that it needs just before something horrific happens. Sometimes you just want to for misdirection, humor works, and just for overall entertainment value. When an audience is audible, then they know they're having a good time. So you do want that, but you don't want the roll your eyes humor. A lot of that were my notes and some of the scripts. Sometimes we get lines that I go, no one's going to laugh at this. They're going to roll their eyes. We can shoot it and we can see. But yeah, he'd be attacking it too. We both have the same note. Remember, we'd be looking at our script going, this isn't going to fly.
Yeah, there was a few times where I was really nervous because there'd be something in the script that I really disliked, and I'd be going up to Robert and I'd be preparing some kind of speech, like, oh God, how can I try to get this out? And I'd go up to him and I'd get into this long monologue, and then he'd go, oh dude, I never wanted to do that in the first place. Hey, let's get rid of it. And that was easier than I thought it would.
Robert, what's going on with your Jetsons and Red Sonja projects?
That's in the Jetsons. I'm actually doing another Spy Kids for the Weinsteins, and that is a new version with new kids, and it's actually pretty cool. So that's probably what I'm gonna do right next.
Is that a reboot of your own thing?
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of like I could go do someone else's franchise that I don't own control. Or when I had the idea for this, I thought that's kind of cool. It's about 10 years later. That's my most loyal audience. More than the geek crowd are the kids. Everyday kids and families come to say thanks for Spy Kids. We're showing our new kids that, and so I thought, let's revitalize it with an amazing cast and new kids, and that sounds not as good as probably it really is. But when you read the script, it actually is very fun. It doesn't sound like we're going back to the well. For the 4th time, it actually feels completely new.
You have me excited now. I didn't even know you were working on that. Would you...
I just turned it in, so that's what I'm so excited about.
Are you thinking of doing green screen this time like you've done, or the same way you did the old ones?
It's going to be more like the first ones. It'd be very practical, very realistic, and it's like the Casino Royale For Your Eyes Only. The other movies were the For Your Eyes Only. These are the... which I love For Your Eyes Only. I mean, those kind of, the Roger Moore, James Bond. This is the Casino Royale.
What happened to Sin City?
What happened to it?